little extra aggressive. Even in the free practice, I noticed he came out swinging. And is that a response to a week ago? Is that, hey, I had a bad one and I really need to get back on track, or is it just loving the track? I've just noticed a lot.
The track here. I mean, you watched him yesterday in press day. Seems to be throwing the Husky around wherever he wants to go. It seems like he's at one with the bike. Looks like he's going for his 5th win, as well as Tomac. They're both tied with 4 wins apiece. And then Marvin, of course, with 1, and Justin Brayton with his historical win last weekend in Daytona for the Smart Top Bullfrog Spas team, Honda team. I'm watching Anderson. Looks a little bit like Marvin Musquin now, trying some different lines, making some different creative lines if we watch him.
I feel like this is a track that would suit Marvin Musquin. He's really tight, kind of tacky, ruddy tracks where he'll find ways to be creative and find lines other people don't see. Marvin's kind of that guy, and you got to feel for him a little bit too. I mean, he was on a run of seconds there for how long? The second.
I think it was like, 4 in a row or something?
Well, and then you go to Daytona, and it's like he gets out front. It seems like tonight, Anderson, Tomac, and Musquin all have reasons to be a little frustrated. Anderson last week, his worst finish of the year. He's frustrated. Marvin has a win, not in the bag, but probably realistically, I think that was his to lose. And he made a mistake, gave it away. He's got to be frustrated. Eli Tomac goes down early, goes from 22nd to 2nd. He's got to be frustrated. It's a great night when the 3 heavy hitter and top guys all have kind of something to prove tonight, and hopefully they all end up together.
Let's take a lap. Well, Marvin.
Never mind Marvin.
No, he's all right. But let's watch Marvin, because he's a guy that takes a lot of different lines. See how he goes to the inside there. He's staying out of everybody's way right now in the whoops, but don't let that fool you. He's looking at some different stuff right now. He's
probably trying to find a way to jump him. Might be a little too early for that.
He's poetry in motion to watch, so.
Yeah. The riding style isn't the same, but he reminds me a little bit of Jean-Michel Bayle in a sense where he definitely rides with his mind a lot. He's always looking for things and does little things that no one else does, finds lines that no one else does. And, Bayle used to be that way. This is early in my life, but I always remembered watching the aggression of Bradshaw and a guy like Jeff Matasevich who could get good starts. And then there was Bayle, who was just so creative and crafty. And Marvin... there. Okay, Marvin, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Little ways to cut 0.2, 0.3, and have it all add up. And especially for him, it's late in the main events, because a guy will get so zeroed in and focused on his line and what he's doing. It's like Marvin's always got his eye on something else, and then all of a sudden, halfway through, he does something that no one's seen all day, cuts a little bit of time, and it's definitely his thing and how he operates.
I can assure you that watching in the stands right now, and he's filling in for the hang on, Marvin, for the Star Racing Yamaha team, but that's Thomas Vermette. He's ridden Supercross before. He's filling in for, like I said, the Star Racing guys. Dylan Ferrandis, Colt Nichols, those guys are injured over there, but we didn't get a chance to talk about him, but we'll talk about him when the final qualifying session goes on. But I guarantee he's watching some of these lines that Marvin has.
Marvin staying low right there on the over tunnel.
He was a little upset at him that he made that mistake. Now he's going to go after and get after it again and see if he can't pump up to Eli Tomac's 47.6. Malcolm Stewart now with that 48.2 sitting in second there. What a great ride for him. And Anderson at a 48.2.
See, Marvin didn't triple there. Remember, Faulkner was tripling. Marvin did a little bit of a different rhythm there, and I'm anxious to see once these guys kind of get back to the truck, I guess, and talk to their team and crew, they'll learn. They'll go, hey, this is what's working, this is what's not, and they'll make the adjustments. But I like how early in these sessions they're trying different things because they have to put that stuff in their back pocket for later. Eli Tomac, we saw him in Tampa, had a line through the rhythm section that he used to take the lead from Marvin Musquin, and it was a little of it was off of what everyone else was doing. And that's what they do in this session. But they find their fastest way through, but the fastest way through doesn't always end up being the race line, too. We've seen that a number of different times this year, and, well, that's where it is right there. You're wondering why Eli Tomac is the fastest?
Right there.
3.33 in the second rhythm section, and, you know, I got to be honest. When I walked the track earlier today, we did some Facebook Live for Supercross Live, and when I saw that, I was leaning probably 85% that they weren't going to be able to make that. And Eli Tomac says, yo, dude, have a little more faith, man.
Well, and something interesting about Eli is he's going to talk to one of your old mechanics, Brian Kranz, down there. He's going to say, hey, man, I got it down there. But, you know, in the press conference after Tampa, he said, hey, I didn't want to do that section that Hill and Baggett was doing. And yet he comes out here and he pulls this before any of the other guys.
We'll give you an update on the leaderboard. It's Eli Tomac with a 47.6. Tyler Bowers in second with a 48.0. Malcolm Stewart, Blake Baggett, Jason Anderson, your top 5, followed by Justin Brayton, Bradley Taft, Marvin Muscan, Christian Craig, and Dean Wilson, your top 10. Take a look at Jason Anderson here. He actually just bumped up to second on the board, only 0.09 off of Tomac, so I can only imagine that Anderson's crew told him, hey, triple, triple, triple in that second rhythm. That's where the speed's coming from. And I honestly don't see any other way that he would have been able to be that close without doing that section. I think it's so much faster what Eli Tomac just did. So Anderson must have spotted that out. And
I'm sure a lot of times they'll come in and talk to their mechanics and say, hey, man, I'm doing everything out. Then they pointed out, believe me, they got their spotters up in the tower there, the team manager tower, and they're radioing down to the mechanic, hey, put on that signboard, pull him in, tell him he's, Tomac's doing this one section over here where he's not doing it, and he needs to do it if he's going to have a good fast time. There's the man who won last weekend in Daytona, his first of his career after 131 starts. He's got to be happy. Now he's getting ready to go after a heater, because right now he was waiting. He's up and over the finish line. Right now he is sitting in that 8th position. Braden, see if he can't pick it up and over that over and under bridge, shift, get into this right-hander here, into the berm, come out of there, get up on top of the whoops, hang on. I'm not sure if he's happy with this run yet. Double, 65 for triple, land to the inside, double.
Here's Justin Brayton, the big winner a week ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a good turn for him.
Little update, top of the leaderboard now. Malcolm Stewart to the top of the board. There's cool. Malcolm, 47.3. Tomac still second. Muskin third. Anderson fourth. Baggett fifth. And
that's
Malcolm's
great for
got
Malcolm
to be feeling
Stewart.
Good right now. He's had kind of a rough season as far as there hasn't been really any highlight rides yet. We've seen him look okay at times, but
yeah, some heat races he's had some pretty good rides for the first couple laps. But I think that him starting the season late, now he's getting adapted to the JGR Suzuki team now, and I think we're going to see some good results out of him. Looks like
Let's
he wants
follow
to get
Malcolm
after
Stewart around the track, find out how
the whoops.
Is 47.3, and yeah, without question, it's probably right here. Absolutely no respect for that whoop section. And Malcolm's always been that way. He's strong, he's talented, he knows how to kind of detach himself from the bike when a little mistake happens, and double, triple right here. There it is right there, all the way out of the section. Triple.
Ooh, nice. Oh, hang on to him. Let's see if he can bump it.
Throws a whip anyway. So that's where it was. So
47.4.
It looks like Tomac was the first to pull that triple. Looks like everyone else is starting to jump on board. But what Malcolm did right there, out of the first rhythm, was do the tabletop and both singles out. And if James is watching right now, he's probably clapping, going, that's right. That's what I would have done. Malcolm's got that skill set too.
Well, this is probably, if this holds up this time for after the second call, this will be, I believe it'll be Malcolm's first career having the fastest time.
You know, it depends on the track. Sometimes these guys can pick it up just a little bit in the next session. Sometimes, oh, they push for 10 minutes, they battle it out, and then it's the first session that kind of sticks. And time is up in this one. Malcolm Stewart, the fastest with a 47.3. And you guys just saw why.
How about Bowers jumping in there?
Tyler Bowers sitting second. Kind of had a feeling that he would be good at this one, too. It's a tighter track. He comes from Amsoil Arena Cross. He's got that skill set where he can really navigate through really tight corners and jumpy rhythm sections. But it's Malcolm Stewart with a 47.3. Tyler Bowers, 47.5. Marvin Muscan, Justin Braden, Eli Tomac.